Hello everyone, right, I'm back with another CB related video on 104's UK CB channel already. Now it's a bit of a follow-up on my last video actually, where I told you that we're actually downsizing a family home and we're going through a lot of stuff. And whilst we were going through a lot of stuff, I found this, a big pile of, well actually it all came in a, well this lot all came in one plastic bag, and I found this separately, gone behind a load of crates, been there for about a decade I guess. Now the first thing I came across was this rather tatty instruction manual, owner's manual for the Murphy home base, the CBH 1500, and it's not the one I own now. This would have arrived with a Murphy that I owned back in 2009, 2010, 2011, something like that, which I subsequently sold. But I do have a Murphy home base, loads of character, average performance if best, but this particular one at some point in its life was owned by the Green Dolphin. So there we are. If anybody knows if Green Dolphin is still about and out there, please do let me know in the comments below. But yes, I do have the manual, so we'll go over to the table a bit later on and have a quick flick through that. But perhaps more of interest is a big wad of paperwork that came with a Royce 619 40 channel US home base radio that I bought probably about the same sort of time, duty paid from ebay.com, and that came with quite a wad of paperwork. So yeah, I bought that one because it matches very closely to my Harvard H404 and a little bit to a lesser degree my Harvard H407. So yeah, bought really for decorative purposes, but I forgot that it came with all this original paperwork, which is jolly nice. So yeah, we'll also have a look at this and see what this sort of particularly this 1970s time capsule has to offer. Okay, let's kick off with the manual for the Murphy. I've not even looked at this myself, so here we go. So whoever had it before, one of the previous owners, maybe, as I said, the original owner, the Green Dolphin. Okay, now this Murphy, so I'll cut in a picture of the actual Murphy I've got now, right now. There we go. It looks very well to me. The radio is an average performer, but the looks, that sort of 1960s piece of radio equipment look really does it for me. So a good one for the collection. Anyway, this is long before the days where you just got a tiny little pamphlet and a link to a website or a CD with it on. It's all there, look. Antenna information, preface, installation, instructions, front panel, oh, somebody's done a bit of there's a suspect looking stain there. I tried to think what that is. Somebody's done a bit of, this isn't the radio I own now, as I said, this is a previous one. Something to do with the SWR meter there. It's actually the meter, so perhaps they did a bit of work on the meter. That's probably dry glue actually, rather than anything worse. Bit of annotation there on the pinout for the microphone, and a circuit stroke schematic diagram. That's pretty much the same. Photocopy. And the same again. So there we are. So yeah, it's falling apart a little bit, this book. So tells you about the operating procedures, antenna VSWR adjustment. That's probably the source of that suspect stain. It's sellotape gone off by the look of it. Thank goodness. and all the frequencies for the channels. And the detached back page again is that schematic that looks like they've blown it up a bit on a photocopier, so you wouldn't need a microscope to read it. So there we are, that's pretty much it there. So Green Dolphin, if anybody knows who Green Dolphin was or is, please do let me know in the comments. The user manual for their Murphy has ended up in my possession, but there we go. Right, let's move on to the Royce 619. Okay, Royce 619, perhaps more interesting. This is more the sort of time capsule job. Now, I would guess this dates back to about 77, 78, something like that. I bought it because visually it's almost identical to my Harvard H404 UK FM, and to a slightly lesser degree the H407 from Harvard. That same design, but not with the shiny bits so much. Anyway, owner's manual. Nice thick owner's manual too. Very comprehensive. Automatic noise limiter. Your 619 is equipped with a sophisticated electronic noise eliminator system to greatly reduce extraneous noise coming into the receiver. So yeah, pretty much remember when I have powered it up now and again, that is actually a very effective control. So yeah, specifications: sensitivity 0.5 microvolts at 10 dB. Semiconductors, 22 transistors, 1 FET, 22 diodes, and 3 integrated circuits. So yeah, AC operation, not something I can use here because it's designed to work on 117 volts AC at 60 Hertz. And here in the UK, we're 230 volts at 50 Hertz. So when I have powered it up, it's been with the DC option. Base station installation instructions. There we are. In those days in the USA, it is illegal to operate the transmitter section of this transceiver prior to receiving a valid station license and call sign from the Federal Communications Commission. Okay, so bear that in mind. Then we go into some block diagrams, board layouts. Now this is good. This is good. Alignment instructions in your owner's manual, not in a service manual, in your owner's manual, telling you what to do to align this radio properly. Wow, you don't get that these days. Voltages, so you can check voltages at various places. Very comprehensive back in the late 1970s. Antenna information. Now that's quite interesting. Now, I don't see that very often now, but I've seen this a few times on the older instruction manuals. Actually tuning your SWR and using the output meter, the power meter, as a tuning guide. So you can actually get a bit of a rudimentary SWR tune using your power meter. So you've got to tune it, and it's a bit backwards to what you would think. Now you tune your antenna to get the lowest reading on your output power meter. Interesting stuff. Quite a comprehensive section on that as well. Anyway, let's rip through this. Not literally, but metaphorically. And yeah, copyright 1977. So this would be a 77, 78 radio. So it's a 40 channel radio, the 619. So there we go. Okay, so also in the pack was the April 1977 Citizen Band Radio Service Rules and Regulations from the FCC over there, I guess. yeah, quite comprehensive they were too. Certainly plenty of small print. Authorized frequencies. Crikey. Civil Defence Communications. Duration of transmissions. Wow. Okay, so add that as well. A big schematic diagram, not one that you need a microscope to read as per the Murphy instructions. Now, special notice we have here. This is all like new. This is in a plastic bag. Poor antenna systems. A warning about poor antenna systems, indeed. And then we have the application for a station license in the CB or RC service. Never been filled in. And all the different abbreviations for the various states. And then you get a temporary permit there for a Class D citizens radio station in there as well. Oh, in addition, I've got the owner's manual for a Model 608 with a gyro lock 40 channel. Now that one looks like the Mustang that I've got up on the shelf. That looks just like the Mustang CB2000, I think it is. So there was some collaboration going on at some point between Royce and some of the manufacturers over here. But I imagine the same with people like Cybernet. The original manufacturer is actually used by various people. For example, Rotel is Cybernet, York is Cybernet inside, and things like that. So there's a lot of badge engineering going on, especially with the actual fascias and things like that, even if the guts are different. In this case it would have been a 40 channel AM radio, and the Mustang that I've got would be a 40 channel FM radio on the unique block of CB frequencies here in the UK on FM that were originally introduced almost 40 years ago. So there we go, little time capsule. I thought I'd share it with you because it was great to find this stuff down behind those packing crates. Okay, we'll catch you on the next one, folks. In the meantime, cheers and beers.